I did grow up poor in Stockton. In a very religious household. I grew up very Catholic in like an old, very old Victorian house. All that's just fine. But it made stuff like, you guys know tuck-ins? Like when you go to sleep, your mom would tuck you in. It made shit like that weird. Because like I used to fantasize my friends' moms doing shit like saying beautiful sayings that I'd hear. Like, sleep tight, sweetheart. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, you know? That's adorable. I used to fantasize about that. But my mom couldn't say shit like that, you know? Because you can't say shit like that when there's actual fucking bed bugs. Like, you're going to have to change it up because we're losing the battle by a lot, all right? But she'd still spiel it up. She would still tuck me in and say something that, you know, she thought was beautiful. She would tuck me in. She'd be like, all right, mijo, remember that I love you, Jesus loves you, and the devil's real. And then she'd leave, all right? I wouldn't see her for like 9 hours. I'm like, thank you for that. She grew up, you know, different. My father grew up different. He was an immigrant Mexican. He grew up for me to be strong. So I try to stay as strong as possible. I don't like people with phobias. And if you have a phobia in here, I'm sorry, but we can't hang out, you know? Like whether you're transphobic or, this is a personal one. I had somebody who's arachnophobic. I hate that. Because it's never just straight up, I don't like spiders. I had some guy tell me, he was like, yeah, I hate spiders. I'm terrified of spiders. But scorpions are pretty cool. What the fuck did you just say to me? That doesn't make any sense, because all a scorpion really is a spider with a knife, all right? That's your phobia plus a weapon. I just did grow up different. My grandmother, she took in a homeless person. And not like how you see on TV, like you clean them up, you take them to rehab and stuff like that. That's a nice story. Life isn't nice sometimes. She was like, check this out. I own a house. You can stay in the shack in the backyard, but you got to keep the front yard clean. And that was the treaty. For many years, he kept the front yard clean, and he stayed in the shack in the backyard. But the only problem is that he was addicted to methamphetamines, okay? And sometimes that means you live forever, okay? Because he's still alive back in that shack, and my grandma's dead, okay? My mom has him, and then when I get the house, I inherit a tweaker butler, okay? And I don't know about you guys, but he's an outside tweaker butler, right? He tries to come in the house, I spray him with a bottle like a cat. I go, that wasn't part of the treaty, Tony, all right? People have been telling me homeless is not the word anymore, it's unhoused, which, sure, but this is the fattest way I'll explain anything with logic ever. Like, if you have a hot dog and someone takes your hot dog away, you are now hot dogless. You would not care if someone was like, oh, that guy's been unhot dogged. You would still be without a hot dog, so. We're hypocrites here in Los Angeles. We don't give a shit about the homeless problem. We care about what we see with our eyes. We don't really care about them. Like, the other day I heard someone say, I don't like these tents. I don't like looking at them. Well, I'll tell you, if we're not gonna fix the problem, I like those tents. Because all those tents do is block our eyes from nefarious shit happening under tents, okay? You take the tent out of the equation, now some guy smoking crack with a smile, and he's making snow angels and bike parts, and fine, but I'm trying to drive home from Trader Joe's, okay? Don't think I'm not emotional about it, like I'm not sensitive. I'm emotional about it. I live on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm in the thick of it, okay? I saw other day, side of the road, there was a guy, he was ODing. He was on the Walk of Fame. I was like, looking at him, I was like, it was 12 p.m., the sun was out. I looked down, I was like, there should be a tent there, you know that? There should be none of my business, you know? A man should be able to OD in the privacy of his own tent, you know? This is America. This has been a great set. It's been a lot of fun. My name's Saul. Bye.